What is up, guys? I am Drew with Comic Slate here with
Kayla, not Kyle.
There we go. Yeah. God, once again, jeez. You're so used to certain people.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
happens. So, if you're new here, please remember to
like and subscribe,
comment,
hit
the notification
button, and follow.
Yeah, there you go. Yes.
There you go.
And we're on Whatnot as well, right?
Yes, check out our Whatnot. So you can see me, Goob, as well. That's usually what I go by on Whatnot if you're interested in purchasing comics from us.
Yeah, and you'll be on Whatnot tonight, right?
Yes, I will. 8 o'clock, doing mystery boxes.
There we go, guys. So let's go ahead and start. We got our top 10 of the week.
Woo,
all right.
woo.
Did you have 10?
Yes, I have 10.
You have 10.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You have so they're in order from.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this was a week that was kind of in between where someone who does the ordering for Diamond didn't order everything, unfortunately, which was kind of upsetting. I'm not going to say names. So what we got our Penguin in, we got our Lunar in, but Diamond.
No Diamond.
Well, it was a couple things.
Okay.
But everything else is unfortunately not ordered. Anyway, that being
it's
said,
not my fault.
No, it's not my fault either. I don't do the ordering. You don't do the ordering.
I don't.
That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. So if you notice, like, if you were wondering, hey, why wasn't this book here? Why wasn't that book here? I'm like, there you go. We just said why. So let's go ahead and start with our top 10. All right. Now we're on to our. So we start with our number. I love torturing them. Some people hate that. I got Detective Comics 1066.
Oh, okay. I've got Deathstroke.
All right, Jeff Field. Why don't you start with Deathstroke Inc. number 15?
It was interesting. So it's my first Deathstroke anything I've ever read.
And it was the conclusion to his year one.
The conclusion, yeah. It was pretty decent. I didn't know what to expect coming into this, but you definitely get to see part of his family in there, and I've never seen that before. And it kind of leaves you wondering how you feel about him. You know, is he a good dad? Is he not? How is he? I mean, he looks super cool in this. I'll say that.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
And so like you said, we've dealt with him for years, pretty much as an anti-hero, and like kind of seeing like the fall of his family because let's just say his family goes through some shit.
Yeah,
that's all I'm gonna say.
That's what I kind of imagined just reading this. Yeah.
And this is kind of like before the fall and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's interesting.
Yeah.
But all right.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, Jeff Field. And the art was good too by Dick Soy.
Yeah, the art was really good.
All right, my number 10 is Detective Comics 1066. It was good. Jim Gordon is back. Batman saved the Orgum family, which is the Arkham family. They're the originators of Arkham.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Two-Face maybe putting up a false front or showing a poker face. Never mind, forget it. So Ivan Reis and Danny Mickey on the art is mucho appreciated throughout this. Although the story is starting to get a little lost with all the different players and different motivations, it jumps around a lot.
Yeah.
We jump around so much that it seems very random when certain characters pop up, like Mr. Freeze.
That was kind of random.
It's like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
There also isn't much action in this, but that's to be expected with a Ron V comic. You know, it's a recommend for the interior art and the cover alone.
Yeah.
It's good, although it's getting confusing and not that exciting, but it's still good. I will say it is still a good story.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, we're on to number 9 of the week. My number 9 is Sergeant Rock versus the Army of the Dead.
I've got the Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh, you have the Amazing Steve Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, why did you like the Amazing Steve Spider-Man?
Well, first of all, I was very intrigued. I do like the cover art of this, but I also really like. I don't remember her name, but
Hallows Eve.
Yes,
Did she? Was she in the issue?
Yes,
she did toward the end.
Yeah, she becomes Hallows Eve.
That's right. His wife becomes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got her confused because Goblin Queen is very prominent in this, and I forgot.
Yeah.
She shows up at the end.
I didn't understand why the necessity of changing the artist, but I did. There was good art in it, and that's like a big thing for me, I guess, in this one. Is I really did enjoy the art. I thought the story was interesting, even though I am kind of jumping in. Issue 14? It was still a good start, you know.
And actually, because this is the prelude to the big event coming up, the dark web.
Yeah. I really like there's this point where he goes through something and he ends up in this like weird other world.
Yeah, it's It's where Goblin Queen is ruling. So,
yeah, I thought it was
Limbo.
Limbo. I
yes.
thought Limbo was really cool.
And
I like that a lot.
It goes all the way back to Chris Claremont when he was writing X-Men back in the 70s and 80s.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I thought it was interesting. Yeah.
Okay. I got Sergeant Rock versus the Army of the Dead, number 3. So I've been reading it since issue 1, and I've been loving it because I love zombies, and I love Sergeant Rock, and I love Bruce Campbell, Ash from the Evil Dead. He's the writer of this.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, this was just straight up fun for me. Once again, it's easy company. Sergeant Rock kicking Nazi butt up and down Germany. Art is terrific by Ed Russo, and the dialogue and pacing by Bruce Campbell is solid. You get what you pay for here, and I love it.
I didn't know it was written by Ash Campbell. So, unpopular opinion, I do not like Ash vs. Evil Dead. I didn't like the Evil Dead movies or anything. Yeah, I know. People are going to come after me at that. I didn't like them.
You didn't like them?
No, it just wasn't my thing. I love horror movies, but they were just, I know they're supposed to be kind of goofy. It's a little cheesy, but I didn't like that.
That's a topic for another time. That's a topic for...
Sorry, guys.
That's for a much longer conversation. We're not here for that, for an Evil Dead topic, unfortunately.
Yeah.
All right. We're on to the Ocho. I got Deathstroke Inc. number 15.
Oh, I have Detective Comics.
Hey, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see, like a little bit more than I did. All right. So, what are your thoughts on Detective Comics?
I love the art style in it. It was a little slow, I'll give it that. But I also really like Two-Face as a villain in this. He's a villain I am very familiar with because I have seen the Batman movies and stuff like that. So this is something, as somebody who doesn't really read comics, something that was easier for me to read and understand too what was going on because I knew most of the characters in this. But yeah, I thought it was really interesting. I liked it a lot. The Mr. Freeze was a little weird.
Yeah,
that was a little weird.
Out of nowhere.
It is a little over the place, but I am definitely intrigued to read more of this.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Deathstroke Inc. number 15. Yeah, so this is the end of the year 1 storyline. Oh, and you did miss the epic Deathstroke v Green Arrow fight.
Oh, that would have been cool.
The first time that they fought. It's actually 3 issues prior to this. They actually had their first confrontation. It's really good. It's really good. Yeah. It's a decently wrapped up year 1 story, and we see how Slade became the Terminator, who was responsible, and we find out who was responsible for him becoming the super soldier, and of course, have a little heart-to-heart with his wife. It's good. Yeah, art is solid as well by Dexter Soy. Yeah, solid recommend, solid conclusion to year 1.
Cool.
All right, number 7. I got Dark Crisis, the Dark Army 1. Hey, whoa!
So
hey, we're twinsies. How about that? I got a lot to say about this. I had a lot. What are your thoughts on this? I had a lot of notes.
First of all, I really liked it. I really like Damien in this.
Yep, he's taking the lead.
Yeah, he's taking the lead. I kind of like the banter that they had in it. I have not read any really much of the Dark Crisis series.
Okay.
However, I thought this was a good one to just kind of jump into.
So I will agree with you. And unfortunately, I've been reading everything Dark Crisis related, and I will say this is the best Dark Crisis issue out of any of them.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yes, it is the best one out of any of them.
I think we get an introduction to Red Canary as well.
Yeah. Well, it's not her first appearance.
Not her first appearance, yeah.
Yes, but she's okay. Yeah. There's a lot of bickering in this.
Yeah.
And I'm not really I can be a fan of it, but it's just like
it can get a little cheesy.
Yeah, it's like, can we just move on from this, please?
Yeah, it was a little cheesier and goofier than I thought it was going to be.
Yes.
Which is what kind of brought it down a little bit.
Yeah.
But I also like Dr. Light had a pretty decent role in this as well.
Yes, she did.
She had some pretty cool scenes in this. So, yeah.
Yeah, and unfortunately, a lot of the characters, one flaw in this is that some of the characters are kind of inconsequential to this.
Yeah.
They're just, few of them just do nothing but, like I said, just talk.
Just be there,
Just there, yeah. But it's good. I mean, like I said, it is the best of all the Dark Crises comics because we know what their mission is, what Damien's mission is. Oh, another fault I had with this, one fault is art-wise. So Damien is a kid, bear in mind.
Okay.
He's supposed to be anywhere between, I think he's supposed to be 12. Damien is literally like 5'4" and 140 pounds.
I was gonna say he is like a small guy.
But you open it up, that's how he's drawn. Then the next artist draws him. He's like 6 feet tall, 170 pounds, and 20 years old.
Yeah.
It's like, I think this artist forgot who Damian Wayne was.
Yeah.
There's a little inconsistency with how Damian is drawn, but
Especially because it's not like years change. It's
no, it's the same
same day. I
same
think.
day, but just a different artist.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say, please do check it out because it does lead into what's going on with the Dark Crisis story. It takes place in between 6 and 7, I think. Yeah, please check it out. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, they jump to different worlds too.
Yes, they
the
do.
Ape world.
Yep. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was number 7, right?
Yes.
So that means we are on to 10, 9, 8, 7. Number 6, I got Justice Warriors, number 6.
I've got alpha betas.
As I so often say to Kyle, explain yourself.
Blame myself. So I've actually read the first one, unrelated to this. I was very intrigued by this series. I'll say it is a little all over the place. I don't love the art, but I don't hate it. It's an interesting concept. It is definitely for younger viewers. I think not like kids, but people my age in their 20s. Yeah, sorry not to make you feel old.
No, it's fine. Like I said in our Skip It and Mez, I love dick and fart jokes when they're told well. Here, it felt like they're told very ham-fisted and lazy.
I'll give it that. That's why it kind of brought it down. Is it was a little too on the nose, a little like they're trying just a little too hard.
Yes.
On it. But I still think it's a fun story. I think it's an interesting concept for the story, so that's why it's number 6.
I got Justice Warriors number 6. So we got Libra trying to access the files and computers to take control of the city, the money, but thankfully for now, the police chief is denying access. Will our hero stop her? Don't miss out on this final crazy and hysterical chapter. I love this series. If Kyle were here, he'd probably say the same thing. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this. Yeah, terrific conclusion. If you read the first few issues, you feel the same way.
I'll say this. I'll give it a try. I'll read the first issues.
Okay, it should be somewhere upstairs, hopefully.
Sure, I'll find it. Yeah.
All right, we're on to number... Number 5, right in the middle, not falling behind and not showing off.
Yeah.
Got Action Comics 1049.
Okay, so I've got the Tim Drake Robin. Surprisingly, I know.
Now, really, please explain yourself.
So I'm going to say this. Despite me absolutely hating the art in this, just hating it, I kind of liked it. I like the story. I really do like Robin. Anything. And I agree he is kind of portrayed very childish in this, but I didn't mind it, especially because he is the youngest, newest Robin. Now, is he not?
No.
Okay, well then never mind. I didn't know. But I like that I got to see the other Robins as well. Coming from somebody that hasn't read a whole lot. It was just an interesting story. It was fun. I hated the art though. Don't get me wrong.
Okay,
on that.
well, we can agree on that. Okay,
yeah.
Yes. All right, I got Action Comics 1049. This was a lot of fun. We get to see Superman kick some butt in this issue. He's fighting Orion and Calabac. Luthor may have finally persuaded Metallo to join him. Bilbo, buddy Bilbo, saving lives during the fight. Just terrific. We get a decision that Superman makes that could really go either way for humanity. What exactly is Luthor up to? I don't know. Could be something maybe villainous. Maybe. I don't know. And I had a lot of fun with this. And Mike Perkins' art, loved it. This is very much, if you really think about it, Detective Comics is kind of this way. There's a lot of subplots going on in this.
Yeah.
But Philip Kennedy Johnson does it. He handles it better here, more successfully when it comes to juggling those stories.
Yeah.
And random things aren't just happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed this. You guys will enjoy this too. At Comics 1049. Okay. Yes. All right. Number 4 of the week. I have got DC versus Vampires number 11.
Oh wow, I've got Action Comics.
Hey, how about that?
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts?
Basically the same. Basically everything that you said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just a really good, solid story. I like the art in it. I really like him as a character. So yeah, it was just a solid read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perkins. I got number 11. Yeah, it only gets so I've been reading this since issue 1 and reading all the tie-ins. I love this event. So if I'm sure if you've been reading the previous issues,
Yeah.
Be like, okay, where are we building toward? What's getting?
Yeah.
So it only gets more insane now because we're getting aliens involved now. The vampires have made a deal with aliens, and on top of that, Lobo's the middleman. So I love Lobo. I love the main man. Let's just say that he makes things interesting at a point in this, and hey, that's what Lobo does. And on top of that, our heroes in Gotham, Australia, and Smallville are pretty much making their last stands in this issue. I thoroughly enjoyed this, and I cannot wait for the final issue. This is a strong recommend for me. I'm enjoying this. I dig it.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So we're on to the top. Top 3. Number 3, I have got Genesville, Captain Marvel number 5.
Oh, I've got Doctor Strange.
Why so low?
So low.
Yeah.
This is my top 3. I love this. I am not a Marvel fan, but I freaking love this. I didn't really understand what's going on. It's very psychedelic-y.
Yes.
It's very artsy. It was just fun visually to read this. I highly, highly recommend it. And I don't know, is this issue
1?
It 1. Okay,
Yeah.
It is issue 1. So it's a great one to start with as well. I don't know who the artist is, but
Trad Moore was the writer and artist.
wow. Absolutely amazing job. This was great.
Wow, so low. Jeez.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
It is Marvel, so I had to knock it down,
Yeah, that's fair. Genesville, Captain Marvel number 5. Yeah, so I've been reading this since issue 1, and Peter David is the writer. I'm a big fan of Peter David, and I'm a fan of this character. This character goes back a long way in Marvel history.
Okay.
So this is kind of Peter David telling a story from the 90s again for fans like older guys like me who enjoy this. So yeah, I dig it. Yeah. For me, this was a fun conclusion to this series. You have heroes being heroes, great fights, characters making sacrifices. I mean, what else could you ask for in a comic book? Peter David gets it, and it's a shame other writers at Marvel and DC don't get this. Solid recommend for me. Yeah, if you've been reading this series, you'll enjoy this conclusion. It's great seeing Genesville, Captain Marvel. Once again, being a hero, I love it. Please do check it out.
Or don't. Kayla doesn't like it.
Or don't.
Okay, you guys.
All right, we're on to the top. Number 2, I got Doctor Strange, number 1.
Nice.
Hey.
I've got Harley Quinn 24.
What?
I know.
What?
This is surprising for me too because I am not a huge Harley Quinn fan in general, but I like this. I think obviously from what I've read of this, Harley had left Gotham for a while, left Arkham and all that, and has just come back. So I think she's supposed to be kind of a changed woman a little bit. I just like her character. It's a little fun. It's not my favorite. I think she can be a little cheesy, but I like the art in it, and I do like this portray of Harley. Every time I see Harley, I feel like she's always really, really annoying. But I don't think she's that bad in this. And I also love Harley Who Laughs?
Harley Who Laughs.
Yeah. I know you don't, but
I guess because I come into this reading all of the Dark Knight's death metal and all the whatever laughs at this point. I'm like,
yeah.
Like, I thought we moved beyond this. We're better than this. Come on.
I like those stories though. I think they're very fun.
Okay.
So
I'm glad one of us enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So there you go. I got Doctor Strange Fall Sunrise number 1. This, like you said, this was a great trippy story.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is how you do a Doctor Strange story.
Yeah.
Art is surreal at times. In the story, is he alive? Is he dead? Is he on another plane of existence?
Mm-hmm.
All the above? Yeah, it is just weird and wild. You got magical deer, monsters he has to fight off, and it looks like he might be in a spot of trouble at the end. Yeah, this was a much welcomed read as well as a surprise at the end of the day. Strong recommend. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Trad Moore, he does a terrific job with this, and it likens back to the Steve Ditko early stories of Doctor Strange. And yes, chef kiss, love it.
Feels very 70s art too.
Yeah, very trippy. Yeah, very trippy. Yeah. Well, if you do go back and check out the art and everything from the 60s and 70s when Doctor Strange was in, it was very trippy to me.
Oh, okay.
Very much akin to this. So
love that.
Yes. All right. Number 1 of the week, the creme de la creme. So my number one, I did not give to you because I didn't want to throw you into this deep into the pool because you've been like, what the hell is this?
Okay.
I've got Miracle Man, the Silver Age number 2.
Okay. I don't even, just looking at it, I don't know if I'd like it. I've got Punchline, the Gotham game. I know, number 1 this week.
Yes.
I love Punchline. I love her more than Harley. I think she's fun. And this was a great comic. It's one of the first. So I own Punchline 1. I haven't read it yet. So this is actually the first Punchline comic that I've read. She is a badass. She's a hottie. I love it. I love it.
Okay.
Yeah. I know you didn't really care too much for it.
No.
Yeah, it was great. I'm really excited to keep reading the story, see what happens between her and Batman, and you know what other antics she can get into. And I want to see her kind of like with the Joker and kind of get more into that story between them. So yeah.
Okay. I have got Miracle Man, the Silver Age number 2. So I'm a big Miracle Man fan. We're going to, Kyle and I and another guy, we're going to do a huge series retrospective on Miracle Man.
Okay.
And this was a series that was supposed to have been continued and finished back in the 80s, but Marvel is just now finishing it. Got Neil Gaiman back. Neil Gaiman, this is one of his first big gigs he got back in the 80s.
Neil Gaiman's a good writer.
Yeah, so this is one of the first big gigs he had back in the 80s, writing Miracle Man.
Wow, okay, maybe I judged it a little too harshly at first.
Yeah, he had to pick up right after Alan Moore finished his run on Miracle Man. So you had Alan Moore, and then you had Neil Gaiman on Miracle Man.
All right, okay. I take back what I said.
That's a double fist and awesomeness right there.
Nice.
So this issue, once again, great issue. What's interesting here is that we have alleged heroes. They're costume quote-unquote heroes, but they're being paraded around through New York City like, I mean, it really is like a fascist parade march through a city. You know, like something you'd see in Russia, like Middle East, Cuba. The Miracle family, we got to remember, they are not superheroes at this point. Yeah, they are dictators now. And make no mistake about that. And Miracle Man even makes a reference at one point to Brave New World, because this is the world they are living in now. Big Brother watches everything.
Interesting.
And they are the big brothers. And it's just, they're very much in control.
Yeah.
And you have the young Miracle Man who's been brought back. He's seeing everything for the very first time. This whole new world. He's getting the feeling like Miracle Man, are you sure this is what we should be doing? Are you sure you're right about this? Yeah, it's yeah.
A little 1964 George Orwell.
Yeah, very yeah, excellent. And Brave New World, very much all of that. Yeah,
okay.
It's very interesting to see young Miracle Man. Like I said, he's saying his prayers to God at a point in this. You know, when in fact he is a God himself with his powers. I mean, where does God fit in a world like this?
Yeah.
And there's great topics here about, you know, absolute power, gods, sexuality, homosexuality, everything. It is terrific in this. I cannot recommend this enough. Miracle Man, the Silver Age number 2. You guys have to check this out. If you have not read number 1, it's still available. I think we should have a few copies here. But please do read this. I highest recommends Miracle Man, the Silver Age number 2.
Wow, you might have just convinced me on that.
Hey, she can be taught.
I can change my mind.
So there you have it, guys. That's the top 10 of the week.
Yeah.
What do you think? Am I 100% correct? Is she
always correct?
Or
yes.
Always incorrect? Let us know in the comments, guys. And please remember to
like and subscribe, follow, comment, hit that like button.
Yeah, and you'll be on Whatnot, right?
Yes.
Tonight?
Whatnot tonight. Doing mystery boxes, and I'm on literally every night. So
every night on Whatnot, guys. So
there you
go. And as I often say, buy what you like, collect what you want, don't listen to the haters, and we'll see you guys again next time.